Does it sound like a turn signal?
I think we need a more chill song to match the conditions.
Can we play something somber, please? Something sad and devastating.
Welcome to episode 34, season 3, episode 3.
Of how to ski it.
30 some more episodes than predicted by the experts.
Algorithms. And we have a lot of people listening.
I am always amazed because
Shocked.
we produce podcasts for other people, which we talk about on our other podcasts. And so we get everybody's stats every week. And the one podcast that has no investment in growth keeps growing.
Yeah.
So thank you to our listeners at How to Ski It.
Yeah, I mean, I paid for just like 100 bots to listen. So unless you guys also paid for...
I have not paid for any listening bots for this podcast specifically. So,
I don't even listen to this podcast.
We mainly
the last episode had 100. Right now has 174 downloads, and that's not including what's on YouTube. I haven't looked at YouTube.
Yeah. So, and again, that's not a lot on the grand scheme of things,
No.
but for a podcast of a bunch of idiots that
Just
ski occasionally,
making it up as we go along.
Used to ski.
Used to ski. So we said don't panic a few weeks ago, and I would say at this point it's time to panic.
Not yet.
Really?
Not yet.
No, you get to like the middle of January, maybe. I think
Yeah,
it's going to be okay.
Not panic, but maybe have concern.
Here's why I think it's time to panic.
concerned.
Is I'm going up to Pitkin County, which is Aspen Snowmass, for the holidays, and there's no snow.
Yeah,
And I'm trying to figure out, should I take my bike? That's how bad it is.
Ooh, it is that bad. It's terrible.
And not that you would ride your bike in the Aspen Snowmass area, but not far away from there is Glenwood Springs, which is a similar climate to where we live here in Boulder, Colorado. And it is mountain bike central. Yesterday I went out and rode my bike, and it was mobbed.
Oh, really?
Well,
I'm
nobody's
not
skiing.
surprised. Yeah, what else are you going to do?
Have you
It's
guys
super
seen the
warm.
photos from like in California, like the Palisades and stuff?
I haven't. You were telling me about
Mountain biking.
it. Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen all like local areas that people are sending photos of, and it's like you can still see the weeds growing out in Winter Park.
And Ryan here went uphilling the other day at Eldora, and you said it was good, but you sent me a picture that is the reason I quit skiing.
Yeah. So I've been three or four times in the mornings to uphill just to get some exercise in, and it's nice. And yeah, the Alpenglow, not the trees there, the little cat track that goes around, it was down to like some rocks and sticks, and wasn't good. But there's plenty of snow to ski downhill. Good snow. You stick to the sides still. First runs was always nice. And then I did go to Copper last Wednesday, and it was good.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, there's not a lot open, but the Super
Right.
View is open, so you could ski
If
top
it's
to
groomed, yeah.
You could ski top to bottom. Towards the latter half of the morning, early afternoon, it got skied off, and it was icy because the racers raced there, and that's what they like. But stayed to the sides. There was some soft snow. There's just a lack of it. It's all man-made,
Yeah.
but now that the Super View is open, you can actually get in 16,000 feet before 1 o'clock, and then still get out of there.
Yeah, and that's at least,
It's kind of a big deal.
and I'm
Yeah.
not practicing what I preach, but at least get your fitness, go skiing, get fit, because it's going to come, and when it does come, it always comes in heavy and hard, and then they start dropping ropes really fast, and you're not fit enough to ski the glades and stuff. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but dire conditions for sure, and not just in Colorado. And if you keep an eye on the weather, we were supposed to get some snow last week or this past weekend, and I saw that Copper got an inch, Eldora got an inch, and like Steamboat got an inch. So
My house got rain.
you got rain. I got rain. I live at 7,200 feet, and I got rain.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's
So, but in all seriousness,
I think there's snow in the forecast.
it's nothing to get down about.
Yeah, I just went to Unofficial Networks and found the article about Tahoe. Wow.
Yeah, that's Palisades.
That's
It used to be called Squaw Valley.
crazy.
They had the Olympics there.
It's insane.
Penny
how little
Patu
snow
won the
there
downhill
is.
for the United States. So
I thought there was snow in the forecast, but there's not.
It's dwindled. It was, and it
Looking-
depends on the National Weather Service makes it look better this week than I use on the snow as my.
Yeah.
And if you look at like the forecasted snow for the ski areas this week, it's bleak. And that's why I'm taking my mountain bike with me on my ski
Summit,
vacation.
Silverthorne 10-day. There's nothing in the 10-day.
Oof.
Yeah.
But I
Winter
think-
Park has 2 inches in the 7-day
I
forecast.
thought California.
I think we're
supposed
making
to
people
get-
sad.
I'm making me sad.
I will say this. We had a client that was out here who's from Oregon, and I thought he was going to brag about how great the skiing was. And apparently it's rained so much that they're in the same boat that we are, that there's no skiing and no snow.
Man.
So would you take rain over bluebird skies? No, you wouldn't. So it could be worse, Colorado. So, but Dylan, you went to
Just not for
Taos
skiing.
this past weekend with the kids.
Yeah, I went to Taos. That was my first time ever skiing anywhere out of Colorado. So
Not a bad choice, but
not a bad choice. I loved it, man. It was eye-opening to types of skiing that is available. That's not just, Mary Jane, which is what I'm used to. Very impressively challenging terrain. It definitely lives up to the hype. There was
Nice.
we got to go around with like a Taos employee instructor,
Okay.
ski instructor,
Yeah.
and she said it was actually the snow was it was actually really good for how bad it was, is how she put it.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I agree. It felt nice. The quality was nice. There just wasn't any of it. I think they got like a 2-foot slamming storm a couple weeks ago, but that is their season total.
Wow.
So their pack is like 16 inches, and it's bleak. You look at the sun across the valley, and it looks like summer. And
Yeah.
people are skiing in t-shirts right now, which is crazy.
that is crazy.
But yeah, I mean the terrain was impressive. She took us around, and we're going down a catwalk towards the bottom, and it kind of like this catwalk. I think it's called White Feather. It's like 2.5 miles long, first of all, and it's just like, it goes back and forth on the mountain, but then there's tons of blacks and double blacks that just go straight down. And I remember putting my skis over the edge of one of them. The rope was up. It wasn't open at all, but like I couldn't see the face of the run, even though the tips of my skis were hanging off of it because it was that
Oh,
steep.
man.
And that's just, man, the steepness it surprised me. So I definitely want to go back when there's snow and when I have a confident knee.
Yeah.
Because yes, I did ski. That was my first time skiing on a repaired ACL.
All right.
So,
How did it feel?
just weird.
Yeah.
At first.
Like weird mentally though, or like you physically felt it felt weird?
I think weird mentally made it feel weird physically
Got
at
it.
first.
Yeah.
Because like the first couple of runs I did on on the kids training hill, it felt weird, but it got normal pretty quick. And I just had a hard time like initiating turns to one way, but for the most part it was fine. I got tired really fast. I didn't
Yeah. For
I
sure.
think I did like 6 runs in one day, and I was like, yeah, I should probably quit while I'm ahead.
How'd the kids do?
Kids did great. They are both skiing alone. So,
Awesome.
they can go up the magic carpet and get back down, which is exciting. That means now we can go this year, and I can do the galloping goose. I now have proved on
Yeah.
my knee. So I was nervous about carrying them. That's like a heavy load on the knee, but
Yeah.
they can get down themselves.
Awesome.
So cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Kids,
Did they take lessons?
they took lessons, and it was worth every penny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good instructors and
They were crying when they had to go because they didn't want to leave the instructors that were their new best friends. And
yeah.
they made some good progress. It was a good time. I definitely recommend Taos. I mean, the community is so welcoming. Everyone just wants you to learn and get better and be part of their community. And
That's what it's all about.
yeah, it's definitely what it's all about.
it's been a while since I've been to Taos, but it is absolutely one of the best ski areas in North America, and especially from an advanced skiing perspective. There's an area on the mountain called Kachina Peak that used to be a hike back in the day, and now there's a detachable quad
Nice.
It takes you to the top, but we're talking 40 plus degree shoots, good solid advanced skiing. And then probably one of the most memorable runs I have of Taos, I believe it's called Longhorn, and it's just a bump run that just goes on forever. And people don't really ski it because there's, on a lot of runs, you can cut out here, you can cut out there. This run, you're doing it top to bottom or don't do it. And so that was always a fun run, but it's a day ender for sure.
That's cool you say that, because the instructor we skied with, her name was Michelle Potter. She's been skiing for 60 years as an instructor. She's taught in Germany and taught in California, taught in Colorado. She was a really cool person. And we got to talking and went through the idea of this podcast, that we do this podcast. And we were like, it'd be cool if we could have you with us. And she got all excited, but I talked about our concept of how to ski it, where it came from, of doing like those videos of here's how you ski a mountain, here's our favorite run and how you get down it. And she was like, I would definitely do Longhorn.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a classic.
She's like, that's where I get my flow, like my ADHD goes away, and it's like a magical experience. And
it's got some terrain changes, so similar to Far East at Copper Mountain, which is one of our favorite bump runs. And because it has terrain changes where it's flat, steep, steeper, flat, steep, steeper. And Longhorn is like that. But imagine, I'm just going to guess, 3 Far East glued together.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a very, very long run.
That's crazy.
And nobody skis it because of that.
Yeah.
Nobody skis Far East because of that. But anyway, Taos is great. It's a great ski area. And I know you stayed up at the mountain, and the mountain is, I'd say, your typical ski resort, like modern condos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of Taos is the town, which is, I believe, like 60 miles away or 50 miles away, a long ways away.
Oh.
And it's more down in the valley down below, so it's warm.
Yeah.
And you can, in the spring, we would do trips where we would ski and mountain bike, because the mountain is way up high, snow, exactly what you expect in the Rockies. And then the town is what you would expect in New Mexico. So
that's cool. We should plan a trip in spring and do that.
It's a great
how to
place.
Ski
Great
and then
place.
mountain bike.
yeah.
And you said you thought like the vibe of like the employees and stuff stood out. And that's one thing I'll never forget about Taos, is seeing a lift op wearing like cowboy boots and looking very local, and asking him where the good snow is, as it came out of my mouth, being like, well, this guy don't know. And then he's like, let me tell you exactly how to get there. And I don't know if he's a skier or not, but he knew where the good skiing was.
That's awesome.
So it's a great, great world-class resort, as good as our best places in Colorado.
The hospitality was top notch. Right underneath that Cochina Peak is a restaurant called the Bavarian, and it's like a super authentic German beer, it's like sausage and hot dog place. And they said they get like 500 customers an hour during lunchtime. He gets like their German sausage from a ranch in Wisconsin. They go through like 2,000 pretzels a day is what they sell.
That's awesome.
But anyway,
That's what you get for having a Cocker Spaniel in your lap during the
podcast.
recording.
the hospitality, like, I mean, I bring the Bavarian up because the chef came out and was like, hey, like, I want to make sure, he told us all that stuff about where I get my pretzels and where I get my, German sausage. And they just want to welcome you into their town. It's incredible.
That's awesome.
I was riding the magic carpet with Riley, and, the lifties are just giving all the kids high fives and fist bumps and, just making everybody smile. It was good. It's like Disneyland.
I have never ridden a magic carpet.
Really?
That was my first for me.
Yeah, I've
That's
never
exciting.
ridden a magic carpet. It's not that I wouldn't.
Right. No.
It's just that I haven't.
Yeah. By the time, because I assume magic carpets took a while before they became a thing.
When I was a kid, it was a Palma or a rope
got
tow,
it.
Yeah, rope
right.
tow,
which are
yeah.
Makes
both
sense.
like extremely dangerous.
And a workout. The rope tows are a workout.
In a small
they are.
world, a guy I used to do AV with, his dad, I believe, invented the magic carpet. and they
No way.
made a bunch of money off residuals from Magic Carpets.
Nice.
It was a coworker.
Yeah.
His dad. So anyway, Taos, high marks, no snow, but nowhere. The snow apparently is north. They're starting to see it in Jackson and
Yeah, I was just looking at
Montana, and then up into Canada. They're kind of on track for a normal season. I know in Banff, we've been threatening to go there to visit a friend, and he sends me anytime they do it in centimeters. Anytime they get more than like 10 centimeters, he sends it to me.
I was on the snow.
What is that in bald eagles?
That's 4 bald eagles.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of snow.
It's 10 centimeters would be a half a bald eagle.
Okay, got it.
Sitting like upright.
Yeah, not the wingspan.
Oh, not a
it's the
wingspan.
shoulder height.
Sitting. Okay, got
Shoulder
it. Got
height.
it.
So
California Mammoth is looking to get 70 inches in the next 3 days.
because of this atmospheric river that's
Yeah.
apparently not coming to Colorado.
It's not.
But you never
Great.
know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
And skiing on bad snow is better than skiing on no snow.
Correct.
Like
Accurate.
overall, like it's
Yeah.
like they say about fishing, a bad day fishing is better than a good day doing other things.
True.
I feel that way about skiing.
Yeah.
I'm going to Vail tomorrow and it's going to suck.
Yeah.
But I'm going.
Yeah, I'm.
I don't know if I'm getting out of the car, but I'm going.
I'm gonna go this week to. I haven't decided. It's Copper or Mary Jane for me.
Mary
Probably
Jane's not
Copper.
open yet.
Well, I'm sorry. Winter
Yeah,
Park.
Winter Park. Well, there's a distinction there. If
There
you're,
is. There
if you're
is.
not from the area.
Although, yeah, I mean that probably means I am going to Copper because I didn't even think about the fact that Mary Jane's not open yet.
No G-Lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah.
That's a rough way to do it.
That is a rough way to do it. So I know you guys, both Marcus and Ryan, got some new ski gear this year. Marcus,
Yeah.
I think we mentioned last time you were getting boots, but you hadn't skied on them.
Yep.
And you went from a beginner boot, and
Yes.
that's probably not the right term, but I know as the advancement of boots going, like the quality of skier you are, and it's not for everybody, the stiffer they get.
Yeah.
And so you went from a flex that was like 90, 80 something,
It was 90,
and then now you're at,
120.
and how was the difference?
Awesome. You know what? Here, I will say one thing on it. I am still excited to get to use these boots on a more difficult run because obviously there's not a lot open right now. I went to Eldora. Conditions were actually pretty good whenever I went up. And I have a brand new ski as well. A ski that I bought 2 years ago, but finally mounted and took them out. New skis, new boots. And oh my gosh, I had so much more control over everything, which again, part of that is the edges on the new skis. But I could tell that my foot wasn't slipping around in my new boots.
And becoming a better skier. So
Yeah.
like, don't just go buy a pair of 120s
Right.
and a pair of advanced skis and think it's going to make you better. It probably isn't going to make you better. You kind of have to graduate into it.
Well, and what I'll say about the boots is I don't.
What were they?
They're K2s. They're BGRs.
Yeah, I have a hard time following boot models, but
They're in the other room. I can go look if we want to grab the actual model. But my takeaway is because last season is when I decided I needed new boots, and I think I didn't need new boots until last season.
I believe that.
Last season is when I could tell that I was pushing those 90s to their limit. Like, oh man, these have a lot of flexibility as I'm learning to stay out over the tips of my skis and lean forward. And now, okay, I can feel my heel coming up, and I know it's not supposed to do that, but I can't crank it down or my foot goes to sleep. Like they're not quite right for my foot, and how I advanced in skiing. And I think these new boots are now going to allow me another level of advancement over what I had previously.
And one of the places that I've been able to tell when a boot was too soft for me, and this isn't for everybody, is I would get in the back seat really quickly. And then that takes a lot of strength to get out of the back seat, where I ski on a stiff boot that keeps me out of the back seat.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the places when I've tried out boots or demoed boots and I can tell it's too soft, is I get in the back seat pretty quick when I'm skiing moguls or something like that.
Yeah. And I think that's where I noticed it because last year I was able to go on advanced things, but my technique was still poor. And so trying to work on my technique, I would find myself not confident in the front. So I would get in the back seat because they were so soft that I found myself, I'm intentionally trying to push myself out of the back seat, and I just can't always follow through. And in this new boot, I've already felt more confident being forward.
And it keeps you out of the back seat because it doesn't flex.
Yeah.
And then one of the moves that I know you somewhat unintentionally made, but when you change a ski, and this is, I've already mentioned this on the podcast, I buy skis for price.
Right.
But you ended up going from the same model to a newer version of the same model.
Exactly.
And man, that usually is a great deal unless they fundamentally change the ski inside out, as Rosignol did a couple years ago.
Oh, right.
But if the ski is, if you're going from a Soul 7 to the new Soul 7, you usually just fall in love immediately and you don't need like a week to get used to it. And so you did that with the RMU Apostle.
Yeah. And it was, I don't think the Apostle's really changed much. Construction has probably gotten better. I'm sure like composite materials have gotten better, but it's basically the same design. And I went from a 2015 year model that was brand new. I was the first one to ski on it, but 2015 to 2024, I believe, is the one I ended up with. It might have been 23, but it was a 23 or 24 year model.
That's quite the upgrade.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like going from the iPhone 3G to the iPhone 17.
Yeah.
I guess probably not, but still, it was an incredible advancement, I feel like.
Yeah, not only in the flex, but
the
boot technology.
Yeah, and I think adding the boots on at the exact same time felt like an insane upgrade for everything at once. But, I had a blast.
Yeah.
I can't wait to ski more advanced runs in them and see how I do and see how they feel, because they're the most comfortable boot I've had. And they have the BOA on the foot, which I really liked because you can get that really dialed in,
nice,
which I thought was nice.
Yeah, and we talked about my new setup. I got a touring setup, and I've used it 3 or 4 times, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's not the lightest, but it skis downhill so well.
Nice.
Yeah, and I really do like the shift bindings.
Do you, I guess all you've really been able to do so far is kind of groomed blues.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see, because I know Dave doesn't feel confident skiing in his shift bindings for like really advanced skiing. I think he'll do it some, but I'll be interested to see how you like your shift bindings in alpine mode once more advanced skiing opens up.
It'll be interesting. I have not skied them like inbounds at the resort yet.
Oh, really?
I mean, I just ski my
like one
other
down.
boots. Yeah, just the one run or 2 runs, whatever it is on the day. So the boots are comfy though in that 1 or 2 runs. So
that's good.
I'm optimistic that it'll be a good setup. If I want to skin in the morning and then ski, 4 or 5 laps before being done for the day, I'm not switching out boots and skis.
Yeah.
And but that'll probably be, I was hoping to go tomorrow, go uphill in the morning and ski a few runs and then come home. And so we'll see how it feels. But what I did get is I bought the carves.
Oh, nice.
The carve sensors.
Have you used them yet?
I want to know.
No, they're charged up, ready to go.
I cannot wait to hear. I've been flirting with that for
Instagram
years.
got me. Nice. Instagram ads got me good. I was like, whatever it was, like $250 for the subscription. They send you the sensors free, which I guess has been a promotion for a while, but it wouldn't leave me alone. And I was like, whatever, dude.
I can't wait.
Like, I want to see what the numbers are like and see if I'm an intermediate skier or not.
I really have wanted some of the carves for a long time because I consider myself a good skier, but just carve, and not that it would make me feel bad about my skiing if it said I sucked.
I want to know like what the coaching does and see how accurate it is. Not that I'm a ski coach, but it'd just be interesting. And then the fact that you can have it like live talk to you in your ear.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
Your coach can be coaching you in your headphone while you're skiing. Not that I ski with headphones, but I just want to know what it comes back and says and what it suggests I do different or what I do bad or good. I have no idea what's going to happen, but
I can't wait to hear back on
Yeah,
that.
and us data nerds, it's just cool to have more
Yeah,
numbers.
that's awesome.
I want to know how many turns I make in a day.
I think
Burn a
that's
run.
the thing more than anything is, you know, vertical feet is a big barometer of how much you skied. Distance can be a barometer, but
Yeah.
both vertical feet and distance can kind of lie if you take it easy.
Yeah, right.
But turns can't. Like you can make easy turns and hard turns. But in the one time at Eldora on the Indian Peaks lift, we counted and it was 250 turns basically to get down.
Yeah.
And that was making turns.
Yeah.
Like skiing slalom.
Yeah, and perfect example was Copper did 15,000 feet, like 8 or 9 runs, whatever it was. But I made 1,000,000 turns because they're all blue squares. So that's not a lot of skiing on blue squares.
Right.
Yeah,
Like you
right.
could straight line that many vertical feet. But I was really focused on making as many like tight turns as I could and use my edges and that's when I was like, yeah, this will be cool when it arrives because I just want to know, did I make 60 turns or 600 turns a run? And
with that said, this is a good time of year when it doesn't matter what kind of skier you are, but for us, the terrain we like to ski isn't open and it's likely weeks away from being open. But you can go out on lesser terrain, greens and blues, and work on your pole plants, work on your turns, you know, spend some energy on trying to make yourself a better skier rather than pouting that you're stuck on
I did a lot of shadow skiing.
skiing with your shadow.
Yeah, just because you kind of watch yourself and you can.
And the
just,
front side of Copper is great for that
Yeah.
because this time of year the sun is at your 6, so directly
Yeah.
behind you, and you can see your shadow right in front of you, and it's not this time of year. It's not gigantic. It's not 10 feet tall. It's like 6, 7 feet
like
tall. So it's
real
like
life.
a mirror.
Yeah.
So that is a great thing to do.
And it was funny as the day went on. I was focusing on all the little mechanics, and like you miss a pole plant here or there, and you're like, I'm tired. My legs are tired. Yeah.
It's a good thing to do. If
Yeah,
that's-
And like I said, it's better than not skiing.
Yeah. And that's what I
And the
did.
snow's fine. It's
was-
warm. It's sunny. Like,
Which is weird.
yeah, it was that windy
There's
day
just not
Wednesday,
much of
yeah.
it.
It wasn't that bad. The wind didn't come in until the afternoon. It was beautiful.
I was focused on my like pole plants and turns whenever I went up with my new boots because I feel like that's and I learned this from you, Dave. That's the most important thing to do when you can only ski groomers. Work on your form.
Yeah.
Yeah, work on your pole plants, work on your parallel.
Yeah.
And again, we started off with all gloom and doom, but there is some positive stuff, and we've said it every year.
Yeah.
It's going to come, and are you going to be ready when all of a sudden they start dropping ropes at Snowmass and Rock Garden and or Rock Island and stuff like that? Are you going to be ready?
Yeah. Or are you going to be Dylan last year?
Me, no. Yeah, are you going to be Dylan? That was mean.
That was
Marcus
cool.
said it. I just repeated it. So,
But back to Copper, I know we complain about straight liners a lot, but the Super B, people think that they're like racers.
Really?
Dude, it was so bad. And these kids just, their legs are more than shoulder width apart. Their arms are straight out like an airplane. You're like, okay, if you don't kill me, you're going to kill yourself.
Yeah.
And you know how steep those runs can be. It was just
man.
like...
and you're not going to self-arrest on ice.
No. And it was insane. I didn't see anything happen, but man, I was just like, come on.
We've talked
away.
about it before. We wish ski areas would do more. And it's just asking, if not telling people, ski in control because and this is the time of year where everybody's crammed on a couple runs. So later in the year, you can, like, I know this isn't good advice, but you can get away with it on certain days, on certain runs where you're the only one on the run. But this time of year, you're never.
Yeah. Not
Only
even
one
close. And there's people learning. Like you got to watch out for people.
I don't care
who
about the
don't.
people learning. I care about myself.
I can avoid
I don't want to
them.
be skied into.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. It doesn't have to do with my ability. This is somebody skiing into me and they're going too fast.
No, what I'm saying
I'm not
is,
skiing into you, Marcus. You're skiing into me.
Yeah. We're talking about you.
I'm a way more controlled skier than you guys.
I like to open it up from time to time, but I use my edges.
Yeah, or
I-
ski somewhere where there's
Where there's
not a
nobody,
lot of
yeah.
people.
Well, that's what I'm saying though is like people straight lining are out of control. People learning have far less control just as they're learning. That's a recipe for disaster because you're on the same run and somebody can't make the turn and goes towards the trees and is trying to self-arrest and somebody else is trying to skirt by him
Yeah.
straight lining.
I wish
That's where you get the...
I wish and unfortunately, we're going to pick on two ski areas, Eldora and Copper Mountain. I wish they did more for that. I get it. Like Mary Jane doesn't have that problem because there's not really a lot of places to straight line. But I wish Eldora and Copper Mountain are two places that I see repeatedly. There's people straight lining, and they should. And later in the day and later in the season, both at Copper Mountain, they have those people down at the bottom.
They had them out. I didn't see any of them on the Super B side of things, but on the Center Village side, they had the little red jackets out, the mountain safety.
Yeah, they
didn't do anything.
They should. I mean, we've talked about it before. I had my pass pulled for going too fast once. I deserved it.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Deserve it.
I haven't tried to break a Strava record since.
Yeah.
But to your point, I think later in the season, it spreads out and it gets a little better.
So,
if two skiers collide, whose fault was it?
Well, so that's actually interesting.
The snowboarders.
So, obviously, we've talked about the skier safety code before. And
it's the uphill skiers' fault.
Uphill
100%
skiers'
of the
fault.
time.
Yeah.
Well, so
100%.
apparently, though, and I don't know why Channel 7 had another highlight about the $21 million lawsuit about liability that went to the Colorado Supreme Court. But we have talked about that last year. But something interesting, I went ahead and read through the article, skimmed through the article, to be honest. They talked to a ski attorney, and something I thought was important to highlight was he said, you have to know the Colorado changed the law in the last couple of years, which indicates that if you hit someone or there is a collision on the mountain between two skiers, you have to wait until there's an employee of the ski area that comes to not investigate, but comes to help before you can leave, or it's considered a hit and run.
Yeah, and that's a good point that you bring up. It's not just if somebody skied into you. If you're part of a collision, it might not have been your fault, but you don't get to just leave. You have to wait till ski patrol or staff, which in this case is usually ski patrol or mountain safety. I'm sure it doesn't have to be ski patrol if everybody's okay and everybody says that was bad luck.
Right.
Which unfortunately can happen.
Yeah.
But more times than not, there's an uphill skier that has the responsibility to yield, and they don't if there's a collision.
Yeah.
So
and again, uphill skier, you always got to watch for downhill skiers. It's your responsibility to be able to stop before, even if someone below you is out of control. If you hit them, it's your fault.
And regardless to what you saw on YouTube,
Yeah.
where I like those videos. I mean, because it is interesting to see the comments where somebody does make an erratic turn and they get skied into, but it still doesn't change whose fault it is.
Yep.
But then when you look through the comments, like half the people are like, well, he shouldn't have made such a sharp left turn. Well, he did, and your responsibility is to assume that might happen.
Yep.
And that's why you ski in control.
And if you're a downhill skier, look uphill before you make a sharp left turn.
And
And
again,
that's for
Protect
your own
yourself.
safety,
Protect
yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
yeah, and I think there's a lot you can do on the mountain to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Like whenever I stop on the run, if I can stop behind one of those slow signs,
Yeah.
and that's where you guys know I'll be stopped. Or I'll stop next to a tree or something. So if something does happen, and the slow sign isn't going to save you, but it's going to deter people. Like they don't want to ski into it. And so, but just stop. And again, you have the right to stop wherever you want on the mountain, but use common sense.
Yeah.
And think about, can people see you and stuff like that.
I like stopping like right in the middle, right on the other side of a hill.
Of a catwalk.
Yeah, of a catwalk, right in the middle.
And again, it's the uphill skier's responsibility, but you can do everybody a favor by, can people see me? Can people stop in time
Yes.
before they get here? And like we said, it's going to snow again, and none of this stuff is going to matter to us because where we typically ski is not as crowded, i.e. Mary Jane.
Totally.
Like the runs are not crowded at Mary Jane. Very seldom. Sleep.
Yeah.
That one main run sometimes is. But.
Yeah, but you can also go off in the moguls on the right-hand side if you want to get away from people.
Exactly. And you were talking about, which just, and this isn't
Yeah.
related, but that you read that on Channel 7. Remember all the ski passes about the time of our last episode that was coming to the end that you can buy them. And if you follow the Icon group, like unofficial, or the Epic group unofficial, and sure enough, a flood of people.
What the heck?
They never said anything about the deadline, and they could not have said more.
Yeah.
And then another really common comment these days is, can I like push my pass till next season? Like people, we're out like 3 weeks of skiing at this
Right.
point. I get it. The ski area is opened like 2 months ago,
Right.
but never is it really good in November. And it's usually the first week of December to mid-December before skiing starts firing. So we're literally out like 2 or 3 weeks at this point.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
You know, it's really funny watching people like go online and complain, oh, they didn't say anything, they could have done a better job, blah, blah, blah. Because the first year, whenever I was contemplating, like I think the first year I ended up going skiing with y'all, learning, I didn't know that they stopped selling them. And y'all might have said it. It didn't register to me. And so when it stopped selling, I was like, oh man, oh well, I guess they don't sell it all year long. And I knew it the rest of the time. Like, how do you go, oh, I can't believe they didn't tell me. I can't believe you didn't know.
And Icon did a big push with celebrities, ski celebrities, who, if you follow skiing, whether it's the free skiing side or racing, they did a big push with celebrities to be like, I got mine, 3 days left. Did you get yours?
Yeah. They hired a bunch of podcasts like how to ski it.
They should
paid them
have.
a bunch of money to talk about it.
They should have.
Our 290 listens on YouTube has gotten us some swag.
So it's coming. It's going to be okay.
It'll be okay.
It's just not here yet.
Yes.
I bet right here, I'm going to say it. Before we do our next episode, which will probably be after the first of the year because Ryan's going to Pennsylvania, Dylan's around, Marcus, you're around.
Yep.
I'll be back next week.
Yep.
I'll bet the next episode we talk about
Huge dumps.
boot deep powder.
Big old dumps.
Mel hates huge dumps.
Mel hates huge dumps.
So you said you were probably going to Copper. Ryan, you're going to Pennsylvania. You're going to go to the Wessahucket Ski Club.
The Wissahickon Ski Hill. I was just looking at the 10-day. There's a little bit of snow. I do have a pair of rock skis packed.
Are you going to take your boots?
Yeah.
Yeah, you travel with your boots, even if you're not sure you're going to
And the
ski.
other thing is we have friends that have a house up in Jay Peak, and there's been conversation of taking a couple days in between Christmas and New Year's and going up there because they have an unreal amount of snow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which is, it's an 8-hour drive, but for 2 or 3 days of good skiing, it could be worth it. So bringing boots, bringing a couple pairs of skis home, one to leave there for me in the hill, one for my brother because he's done college so he can ski again, and then a couple pairs of bindings for him. So
Nice.
Merry Christmas, boys. You guys get new skis.
And then Dylan, what are your plans over the winter holiday break?
Nothing ski fun at the moment.
Cut his mic.
I'll bet the Galloping Goose is firing these days.
He's the
I bet
reason
it
it's
is.
not snowing.
Oh, but that side of the mountain's not open, so
Yeah.
scratch that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, nothing. I mean, because we've have this newfound level of confidence of skiing children, we might be prioritizing a little bit more,
Okay.
taking them up, figuring out where that could be.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, I'm just Christmas Day going to Kansas City to watch football.
Ugh.
Oh, you're going all the way
How
out there.
awful.
Yeah,
Are you going to the game?
yeah.
Oh, I hope you guys lose.
They're gonna lose.
That sounds like
I know
an
it's not
They're so
him.
bad.
Dylan's a Bronco fan, but his
Yeah.
wife and her family are Chiefs fans.
Well, at this point, I don't know how many starters are even going to be in the game on either side of the field.
I think we're still playing for home field advantage, so I'm going to guess that the Broncos are going to be loaded up.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh, is it
and
Chiefs
not to switch
and
gears.
Broncos?
Yeah, and not to shift gears to football, but I'll just say it here. If the Broncos have home field advantage in the playoffs, they might go to the Super Bowl. If they don't, there's zero chance they'll go. Because it's one of the places that home field advantage is a big deal in Denver.
Elevation
Mile
matters.
High City and
Yeah.
noise and drunkards and stuff like that. So,
I was just looking at the Icon Pass. Maybe I'll go to Blue Mountain while I'm home.
oh, I
It's on
skied
the-
with the mountain manager of Blue Mountain at Breckenridge once.
Really?
Fine skier.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I did not realize that was on the
So I was at a business meeting
Icon Pass.
in Breckenridge, and the person rented out a house, and we had like a 10 or 12 person business meeting about a bike race. And one of the races was in Blue Mountain. So the mountain manager of Blue Mountain came, and we did meetings all morning, and then we went and skied. And we went and skied, and it was early in the season, so the skiing wasn't great. But my thing was bumps at the time, and it still kind of is. And there was this woman that I was like, hey, and it wasn't me being sexist. I just said, hey, this way's all bumps, this way's groomed. And she said, let's do the bumps. And I've never seen anybody ski the bumps like that. And then she just took it to me for like the next 3 or 4 runs, and we skied bumps. And then I told the mountain manager from Blue Mountain, who she was with him, I said, man, she's a good skier. And he said, yeah, she won a silver medal in the Olympics. And then I was like, okay, I feel way better. I mean, this was like the best bump skiing you've ever seen.
Nice.
So be careful who you ski with.
Yeah. Dave, what are y'all's plans?
We're going up to Pitkin County, and we're going to, I don't know, I hope the skiing's good enough to go ski Aspen Snowmass, but the last time we were up there, my family gave it, like, probably isn't worth it. And just looking at what's open at those mountains is slim pickings, and they're kind of low in elevation. Like, all the ski areas in Colorado are high in elevation on the grand scheme of things. But the base of Aspen and the base of Snowmass, which you have to ski through to get back to your car, are lower in elevation. So I'm guessing that the conditions are going to be. And then the forecast was like snow, Christmas, and the day after, and it's tapered to dustings. So like I said earlier, I'm taking my mountain bike and my skis and my backcountry skis because my parents live up in Redstone, Colorado, which is near Marble. And if there's enough snow just to get fit, I'll go out and do uphill.
Nice.
So, yeah. So not the podcast we'd hoped.
Yeah.
It's hard to do a podcast without skiing.
It's, yeah. And
I mean,
it's a
I've been
bummer not to be
skiing.
skiing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've gotten in what I've been able to get in, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'll be honest. I just didn't go. I was like, I could go. Nah, it doesn't.
I just haven't either. And days like yesterday here in Boulder, Colorado, it was almost 70 degrees.
Yeah.
And so it was like skiing's not on the brain. And I went mountain biking in shorts and a long sleeve shirt.
Nice.
Could be worse.
But we just like not to practice what I'm definitely not preaching. You know, whether you're skiing or not, keep that fitness going because you're going to need it. It's going to come.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know we had this on here and we weren't going to talk politically, but is it global warming or is it Joe Biden's fault?
I blame Joe for sure.
I mean,
I forgot I wrote that on there.
well, he didn't write, is it Joe Biden's
No,
fault?
I wrote global warming is clearly not real.
I blame my parents' generation.
I think that
generation.
I think that we're about to lose half of our 180 listeners.
I would agree.
That a lot of what's happening has to do with climate change. I said it.
Yeah, I would support that.
I think the science would support it too, but you know, nor here nor there.
We don't use words like science here, okay?
Yeah, so we're going to break the record high in Boulder today. They said by as much as 6 to 8 degrees.
That's nuts.
So, you know, usually break record highs and lows by like 1 degree.
Yeah.
Not today.
Freaking hippie
So
over here.
hang in there. Keep it positive. And if you can help somebody get into skiing or help make the sport a better place, do that. Like keep the negative energy off the mountain, keep the negative energy out of the ski shop and out of the après ski. And just try to make it as positive. And when we say skiing, we do include snowboarding too. It's just that we don't snowboard, but it's all the same.
If you got something bad to say, hit our DMs and we'll get back to you.
Yes. Yeah. We'll get back to you with our real names.
Yeah. No shame.
So hang in there. It's going to come. And hopefully the next one, as promised, we'll be talking about boot deep powder.
Big dumps.
And as usual, be sure to light those tires on fire and throw those batteries in the river. Out.